Hello there. Welcome back to another video about Star Wars Unlimited. Man, PQ season is here. I didn't realize there was so many PQs this week. You may not have either, but there were, I believe, 7 planetary qualifiers that happened this weekend. I'm going to be telling you about the results of all of them. Unfortunately, I do not have deck lists at the moment. Because FFG are using melee.gg, those aren't readily available. I think they're going to come out in the next few weeks, so sort of, keep posted. I'll let you know as and when we do get deck lists. But I do have the results for you, courtesy of an excellent website called Star Wars Unlimited Competitive Hub. So there is the plug. You can find it linked in the description. But first, I want to tell you about a little bit of a giveaway that's happening. Roll the clip. This video is sponsored by Organized Play Events and their upcoming premiere event for Star Wars Unlimited in Birmingham for Set 3 Twilight of the Republic, and they've asked me to tell you all about it, so let's go ahead and have a little chat about that, and then I'm going to tell you about a giveaway which you can win. I'm going to tell you exactly how to win it. All the details will be in the description if you want to skip this quick little segment, but you should listen so I can tell you all about it. So this has got some really cool prizes on offer. So, Set 3, Star Wars Unlimited, Twilight of the Republic. First place gets a paid flight to the Galactic Championships. It's happening in Birmingham on the 23rd and 24th of November. I will be there, so you can come say hello. I'll probably be pretty busy during the day. Maybe we'll see why soon, but I am very excited for this event. It's happening at the National Conference Centre in Birmingham. It's very close to the National Exhibition Centre. Those of you who may have been to the UK Games Expo, it's that kind of area. So, let's talk about the prizes, because I'm sure that's what you would all like to see. Firstly, can I just say, 20 quid main tickets. I don't know how they do it. I actually don't know how they do that, but yeah. So let's have a little look. What can you win at the event? So, yep, National Conference Centre in Bicknell, Solihull. So, it's going to be constructed, best of 3, and there will be a top cut on day 2, up to 16 players. I mean, the cap is probably something like 500 players. I'm not sure, but I imagine it's something like that for a top cut of 16, at least 256. Alright, so participation, you're going to be getting 3 packs, so that's pretty much the price of entry. I mean, you can just do a draft with that with your mates. Top 32, you're going to get 6 extra boxes. Sorry, boosters, not boxes. Oh. please don't be mad at me. And then top 16, you're going to get 6 additional as well. So it's the same pricing there for top 32 and top 16. Now, why have they subdivided those? Maybe, like last time, they're going to announce some more pricing. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm just yapping. Top 8, you're going to get 12 packs. 3rd and 4th, you're going to get a box. 2nd place is going to get 2 boxes, and the winner is going to get a sealed case. And I think this is the big one. The oh gosh, I'm sorry, you can't quite see that. Oh, I'm professional. There we go. Look at that. A paid flight to the 2025 Galactic Championships. Now, obviously, invitation not included, but it's free entry. You just have to buy your ticket, like, whenever they do come out, which hopefully we're going to be finding out more about soon. What a prize, right? Like, not only do you win a case, which is, like, a pretty damn good prize, especially for 20 quid entry, you also get paid flight, which is absolutely amazing. There's also going to be all of these side events on offer. A super sealed side event, so this is just sealed where you open packs and build the deck out of the packs, but then there's also going to be super draft, and there's sort of like with these super ones, I believe there's like a top cut on top of that, and last time they had additional pricing for that. Again, not promising that, but I mean, so here, like, each pool is going to advance to get way more packs. All right, like, so it's 20 quid to enter this draft one, for example. And then, like, each win gets you 1 additional pack, and then obviously, like, it's 64 players, so it's going to be like 5 or 6 rounds potentially. So if you go undefeated, you get like 5 or 6 packs. Then you get top cut, where you're going to get at least 8 more packs. So, like, for 20 quid, this is absolutely nuts. Like, this is a crazy event. There's also going to be a Sunday super constructed side event. So if you don't do that great day 1, no problem. Come back day 2. This is one that I was really looking forward to. So this is great, with a solid amount. It's like a winner box basically, like 15 quid winner box. It's great, but like also like pretty good pricing, like all the way down. So that's really nice. And then of course there'll be on-demand events there. So obviously, fantastic pricing on offer. Now, why have they sponsored this video? I'll tell you why. Because you can win a free ticket, and it's not just going to be one of you, it's going to be 2. So 2 people who watch this video and fill in the information in the description, I'm going to sort of walk you through that in a second, are going to be entered into a draw, and they're going to win a free ticket. So this is going to last until the end of October. So at midnight on the 31st of October, that is going to be the cutoff. I'm going to do the draw, and I'm going to let you know. So you got the whole month. I'm going to be reminding you at regular intervals throughout this month that is happening. So yeah, 2 tickets to give away. What do you need to do? In the description, there's going to be a link to a form you fill out. It's like a Gleam link to be entered into the giveaway. You're going to get entries for following OPE. You're going to get entries following me, all that sort of stuff. And 2 people are going to get chosen at the end of that to get a free ticket. Free 20 quid, guys. You should enter, and even if you don't win, you should come down, because it would be absolutely wonderful to see you. I am going to be doing regular plugs of this, so, you know, I guess if you don't do it now, you can do it later, but you should subscribe so you get reminded. But you should do it now. Go, enter. I insist. Please. I insist. Okay, so now that you know about the giveaway, enter. Come on, what are you doing? And once you've done that, return to the video. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about this. All right, so we've got our Planetary Qualifiers. 7 Planetary Qualifiers, and you can see, here's the headline, right? This Odyssey Games one is happening today, as of the time of this recording, so hopefully I'll be able to come back here and add that in, but if not, check the pinned comment, I'll let you know. But we can see here's a spoiler, Boba has gone absolutely nuts. Boba has gone absolutely crazy, all over the place, and it looks like, yeah, it's been a bit of a weekend. So let's quickly run over all these tournaments, and then we can give you the top 8, because, like, yes, it's easy to look at the winner and go like, oh, it's broken. Sometimes players run hot, sometimes they have like good matchups in the top cut. This is a one-day event with a top cut, so we should look at everything that is topping for a more full picture of the meta. And hey, there may even be a graph or 2. Ooh. Let's get started. So our one in Europe so far was in Spain, and this had 120 players, and Boba Green took that one. Then we've got Common Ground Games in the US, 107 players, Red Seal Gaming, 99 players in the US, and Missing Board Games also in the US. All of these had around 100 to 120 players, so solid, very sizable player caps there, though. Interestingly, none got the full 128. I guess that makes sense. There's always a few dropouts. Next is Petrie's Family Games. Now, I believe this was in Canada, not in America. And Iden Blue took this one, which is very cool. Only 46 players, which is kind of terrible. Oh, no, wait, no. I'm making that up. The Taps Games is the one in Canada, which is also only 46 players. It's kind of terrible, because I know there was a huge amount of, like, not that these are not worthy of inclusion, but 46 players, there's a lot of players who really wanted to go to these, and I know who were like struggling to get tickets, so it kind of does suck when the turnout is like that low at an event. I believe those were 64 player cap ones, not 128, so it's not like that bad, but like still. And then finally we have our Odyssey Games. This is ostensibly 128 players, but we'll see that, we'll come back to that later. So let's have a look. Here are our results so far. So, Metropolis Center, look at this top. 5 Boba Greens, 1 Boba Yellow, 1 Sabine ECL, and 1 Kira Green. Absolutely brutal top cut. But guys, the top 4 was only 1 Boba Green. All 4 of the other Boba Greens lost in the top 8, right? So I think that was like all of these ones. I think places 5 through 8 just got knocked out immediately in top 8, which is crazy, right? Which I think goes to show the deck. It's hardly that the deck is unbeatable, right? 4 of them lost in round 1 of top 8. The finals was Boba Yellow versus Boba Green, and Boba Green took it. And I think, you know, as someone who's played that matchup quite a lot, it can really go either way. Though obviously being on 30 HP does make it better, which I suspect these players were. I've mainly done a lot of my testing in this format on ECL. Okay, so that's our first result. So Boba Green going in the books. All right, what do we got next? And obviously, shout out to all these wonderful players. All right, next we got Common Ground Games, and I also want to give another shout out here to the Bucketheads, I believe they're called. I'm gonna just double check that. Oh god, yeah, the Bucketheads. These guys are amazing. These guys are absolutely amazing. They do such good videos. Please go check them out. Like, really go check them out. Okay, so Common Ground Games, 107 players. Top 8, Boba Green, Sabine ECL, Kira ECL, I'm very familiar, Han 2 Blue, Han 1 Yellow, Sabine ECL, Boba Yellow, and Sabine Yellow. So a much more diverse top cut. And this is, I think, way more representative of what the format actually looks like. And this is super cool, right? It's 8 different decks. 7 different decks. 2 Sabine ECLs, 2 Bobas, obviously 3 Sabines and 2 Bobas. So, like, yeah, like, to what extent is it that diverse? I think it is reasonably diverse, but this is really, really cool. The finals ended up being Boba Green versus Sabine ECL, with Boba Green taking the whole damn thing, which is just wild. I mean, but this goes to show, right? Like, Sabine ECL can get you there. as brutal as it can be to have to fight your way through the mirrors, it is such a powerful deck that I would never really rule it out. I think it's probably, on balance, the best deck. It's just like, are you willing to play all those mirrors? Up to you. All right, next up, Red Seal Gaming. So this top 8 here was Boba Green, Boba Yellow, Boba Green, Boba Blue, Christ, then Sabine ECL, Sabine ECL, Kira ECL, Han 1 Yellow. So, yeah. That is a top 8.5. The semis was Han 1 Yellow versus Boba Yellow and Boba Green versus Kira ECL. I watched the Kira ECL. I believe this was Wu who was in this top 4. Pretty sure. Close game, 2-1. I think, yeah, I'd thoroughly encourage watching these games. So you can see it here on McClunky Gaming. So I'll link this website in the description so you guys can just go and check this all out for yourself. It's an amazing resource. And yeah, the winner, this was a Boba Green 30 as well from memory. So yeah, at the moment we have a lot of Boba Greens running home with the victories right now. So that's what, 3 for 3, right? Well, don't worry, things are going to change, just not yet. Okay, next we got Mission Board Games in KC North. So this one, top 8, Boba Yellow, Boba Green, Boba ECL, Boba Tarkintown, Han 2 Blue, Han 2 ECL, and Sabine ECL. So always a Sabine, a huge amount of Bobas in this top cut. I mean, very much a Boba weekend, right? Which makes me think like, oh, maybe you should be on control going forward, but Sabines do exist. So it's always tough. It's basically impossible to make like the right meta call, I feel like, because everything has a bad matchup. So, you know, learn a deck, learn it good, and play. The finals was Boba Green versus Han 2 Blue, which I think is a pretty easy matchup for Boba Green. And yeah, another absolutely smashing victory from Boba Green. I definitely think in the US, like, I'd be looking to eye up, like Bosk Blue or something, right? I'd be like, okay, maybe I should I should really be learning this deck right now. But anyway. Then we've got Petrie's Family Games. This is our 46-player one in Colorado. So we had Han 2 Blue, Iden Blue, Han 2 Blue, Ray Tarkintown, Sabine ECL, Han 2 ECL, Kira Green. Not a single Boba in top cut. Not a single one. So really, it's so wide. Like the meta is genuinely wide open. Much more wide open than the results look. The semifinals was Iden Blue versus Ray Tarkintown and Kira Green versus Sabine ECL. The finals, Kira Green versus Iden Blue, and Iden Blue takes the whole damn thing. To be fair, that's not that surprising, but wow, that's so cool. So here we have the deck list. Take a look. We can have a little chat here. But some of my favorite inclusions, which I do just want to shout out, are the main decked Bazines is insane. It's so insanely based. Yeah, I'll pay 4 for Bazine. I don't give a shit because the card is crazy. Absolutely. I mean, this is basically right, like, kind of replaced the main deck Sparked or whatever in these sort of control decks. We have main decked Crate Dragons. Look at the top end. 3 Avengers, 3 Snokes, 3 Super Laser Blasts, 2 Crate Dragons. Absolutely mental top end. And yeah, just a really solid looking control deck. You know, all in on that Charlton game plan to stall you out, get you through that early game Sabine. I mean, this should eat Sabine alive, right? Like top targets in trenches, Chilton, the client, Vigilance on 4. These are things that are going to like make Sabine's life very, very difficult. So I think very well positioned into a Sabine weekend for sure. All right, then we got Taps Games. This was our Canadian event. So the full top 8 here is not known, but what we do know is we had Han Green, Han Green, 30 HP, he's back, baby. Boba Yellow, unclear. Bosk ECL, Ray Blue, Goss Saxon Yellow, and Sabine ECL. I don't know what's going on in Canada, but I like what's happening in Canada. Yep, so another really, really nice top there. The semi-finals was Bosk versus Han Green and Ray Blue versus Boba Yellow. And the finals was Han versus Boba Yellow with Han taking the whole thing. Oh my god. So cool. Yeah, and we can watch this here on Taps Games. So you can go and you can watch this stream. And then today we do have the Odyssey Games that's happening in Pasadena. I will keep you updated. So, interjecting in the middle of the video, which I recorded earlier, with an update. So, I don't think I'm going to get these results at any reasonable time today. So, look forward to an update on those next week. I'm planning on updating this weekly after each set of tournaments. And I've got this whole spreadsheet here so we can see all the results, which I just discussed. And you can see I've got like a sort of top list here. But what's probably more useful, a more useful way to look at this is I've got some charts. So, here we go. We've got the weekend 1 top 8s and the weekend 1 wins. And obviously, what I will do is I'll show you moving forward also the overall tops and wins. But I mean, that's the same as this for now. So, what can we discuss about the meta? Obviously, extremely dominant performance from Boba Green with 2/3 of the wins from the PQs this weekend. Is there anything to read into that other than the deck is really good? No. I think it's about time it started showing up in America. Like, this deck has been performing very well in the UK, and with UK players have been taking this 30 HP Boba deck list and just cooking, right? Like, it's old hat for us here, but finally good players in the US were like, I should probably play this, and they have won, so that's really, really cool to see. Shout out to the Final Fantasy gang, Alex and Josh, for popularizing this basically this whole style of deck. If you go and have a look at the topping lists, from what we've been able to find out, and from stream games, it does seem heavily inspired, if nothing else, right? In terms of the actual top 8, though, diverse as hell. There's a lot you're probably going to have to play against. I mean, obviously, so we can look, right, like, there's a huge portion of the meta which we can, like, kind of, you know, look at here, right? So, like, Boba Yellow is 9%, Boba Green plus Boba ECL is another 20%, so we're at about 29%. Adding in Sabine ECL is another about 14%, so we're at about a third. Which is consistent with our prior experience, right? 1/3 of the format is Boba or Sabine of some description. If we add in the Kira Green and the Kira ECL, that's going to get us an extra 9%, so that's taking us up to about 40%. And then, like, the other sort of big ones, right? Like Han2 Blue here, 70%, with Han2 ECL, in Han1 Yellow. These are all sort of similar numbers that are going to add us another 15%. We're now over the halfway mark of the format. And then sort of other decks, and that's sort of like the big one right now. 18% here is unaccounted for. We don't know what it was yet. I imagine it's going to sort of add up here, but it's not. It shouldn't be surprising that Han1 Yellow plus Han2 Blue plus Kira plus Boba plus Sabine is most of the format, right? That's probably about 2/3 once we get those TBCs in. Shouldn't be surprising. This is exactly what we've been seeing over the last few weeks. So, but there we go. This is it in chart form and me announcing that I'll be doing this each week. So subscribe to the channel. But that is our first set of results here for Shadows of the Galaxy, our Planetary Qualifier season. I myself am going to 3 of these every week for the rest of the month, basically. So I got one this upcoming Saturday, then one after that, and then one after that. I'll be at Patriot Games in Sheffield, Firestorm Games in Cardiff, and Mox in the Hole at Edinburgh. If you would like to come and say hello, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. My decks are ready, they're prepped, I'm good to go, deck lists filled out, I'm basically locked in because all the testing I could have done has happened this weekend. If you guys are going to any Planetary Qualifiers, do let me know in the comment section down below and enter the giveaway. Check links in the description, check out Star Wars Unlimited Competitive Hub and all the streams and content creators linked in the description who have all done amazing coverage. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you guys found the video useful. If you did, like, subscribe to the channel for lots more Star Wars Unlimited content. I've got some really, really fun stuff coming up for you, so do keep an eye out, and of course, enter the giveaway. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.